Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wasteland 2. When last we left off, we were just heading out to go and let Veronica know that we may well have all the votes required to get Heidi, I believe, kicked out of the HCC. So, let's go and see if our efforts paid off. As you notice, I had had a couple of level ups to do, but I've since then done that, so yeah, all good. So let's go and let Veronica know the hopefully good news, because we did have a little bit of a bug with Rambo's gun shop. Have you collected enough votes to remove Heidi from office yet? Hopefully. Amazing. I would not have believed it was possible, but I'm afraid you still have another impossible task ahead of you before we can make our move. Ascension must be in power at the Bastion. When you help him gain control, return to me and we'll go to the council meeting to confront Heidi. Ah, crap. Okay, so maybe...
She's got all the heart Heidi's missing.
I couldn't have said it better myself, I'll just cry. So, we've actually got to go and help Ascension Dade get control of the Bastion. And we've got that neat little shortcut, which is going to make things a bajillion times easier to get to and from. So let's go and have a word with Mr. Dade. Followers will often have special insight into your mission or world at large. Some might even open new opportunities for you that you wouldn't have otherwise. That doesn't really happen a lot, if I'm honest. I know there's one major bit where if you take the save the Ag Center route, the person you get from there will help you out. Examine. Oh, there we go. Simple black mask, nothing special. That's what I tried to click on earlier, but it wasn't playing ball. Right, anyway, so let's have a conversation. Is it you again? Have you come to a decision? You wish to join the Church Vigilant to become a torturer? No. Then I see no reason to continue talking. But we will keep each other's secrets, won't we? Okay, maybe I have to join the Church Vigilant then. Okay. Really? As a trained inquisitor and a keen judge of character, I do say so myself. I am disinclined to believe you. Indeed, I would go so far as to say that you lie. Instead, I believe you are only joining the Church Vigilant in pursuit of some covert objective of your own. Now, no need to raise your guns. I have a few covert objectives of my own. So perhaps we can be useful to each other. Hear me out, and perhaps we can come to a deal. Are you interested? Yeah, why not? Very good. But let me give you a final chance to withdraw. What I'm about to say cannot leave this room unless you are with me. If, after you hear it, you refuse to help, you will not be allowed to leave this room. I will call my fellow vigilants, and you will die. Understand? Excellent. Now, do you still want to help me? Yes. Good. Then listen. I have observed Evangelist Mayweather for some time, and have found that he is corrupt in so many ways. He has used the church tithes as his own. He has committed sins of the flesh and led others to sin. He is also, I believe, making deals with the vilest of sinners in order to consolidate his power here in the Bastion. Sadly, I haven't had the courage to look for physical evidence of these crimes. His paladins guard his quarters day and night, and are the militia's deadliest troops. What I want you to do is find this evidence so that I can bring down Mayweather and take charge of the Salvation Church myself. The church has long been in need of a period of reassessment, and that is what I intend to bring about. Now, Rangers, what do you want from me? What is your half of the deal? Radio tower. You want to use our radio tower to broadcast Desert Ranger transmissions? I have no problem with that at all. Once Mayweather is deposed, and I am the leader of the church, I will happily give you access to the tower. So, do we have a deal? Yes. Excellent. Return to me with the evidence, and I will move against Mayweather. And it would be wonderful to have you along when I confront him, in case things get ugly. Now go with God, Rangers. Okay, so we have to get proof of Mayweather being a dirty, dirty scumbag. Can we talk to you? Yeah, heal us up. There we go. Bit of quick, free, cheap healing. Now let's just go in here. Fealty Mayweather.
Mal, is that you? I was only... Oh, hello. You must be the new aspirants.
Heh. Before you was a stunningly beautiful woman in a white woman's business suit with jacket and skirt. Though she tries to project cheer and love for the church, she has a haunted look. And a black eye.
Welcome to the chapel, aspirants, and my congratulations on making it through the gauntlet of Samson. I am Sister Preacher Fealty Mayweather, wife of Evangelist Malediction Mayweather. I'm sorry my husband could not personally tell you of the church's static, but he is unfortunately too busy with his holy duties. May I help you?
Okay. Well, what do you know about the church ecstatic?
The church ecstatic is head and heart of the Salvation Church. We are the ones who interpret the teachings of James King and Red Samson and turn them into law. We are also the ones who bring those teachings to the lost and wicked of the Wasteland, preaching the good word and welcoming into the church those who wish to follow the path to salvation. An aspirant who wishes to enter the church ecstatic should be intelligent, charismatic, and ready to spend several years studying scripture and canon law.
Okay.
I would of course welcome you to the ecstatics, but if you haven't visited the other branches of the church, please do so. They have much to offer an eager aspirant.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. How did you get the black eye?
It's nothing. I fell against a candlestick.
There's an imprint of a ring on your eyelid.
I appreciate your concern, but it was an accident, nothing more.
The trusty accident ploy. Okay, we'll let it go for now. What do you know about the paladins?
The paladins are my husband's bodyguards and his most intimate confidants. They are the bravest, more loyal men in the church, if sometimes prone to arrogance.
Sounds like a paladin's closeness with your husband disturbs you.
No. I have no problem with the paladins. It's just... It just seems sometimes that they see more of my husband than I do. But that is the nature of their job, isn't it?
No, not really. What do you know about Heidi Hollander?
A whore and a defiler of innocence. A seducing witch who lures good, upstanding men to adultery and debauchery. I pray that God strikes her with the most virulent of diseases and makes the rest of her life a misery.
Okay, you seem to know... Oh, you seem to know a lot about her. Do you know her?
Certainly not. I've heard stories, that's all. It has nothing to do with me.
Who Sims?
Who told you that name? He was my late husband. Please, forgive me. I don't wish to speak of it.
I'm looking for evidence on Mayweather.
I can't help you. I'm sorry. I don't have the will to fight anymore.
Okay.
May God light your journey, Rangers.
Sorry she got hit, but my mom would have fought back.
Your mum's a badass, Takayuki. Most of these books on the shelves are copies. Doesn't look like there's any way in. We'll go over here. Ooh, the story of Samson, part 1. Nobody cares. Okay, what have we got over here?
I'm gonna fight every single one of these guys.
No, you're not.
Boom, boom, boom.
Retribution is a tall, thin man with a high forehead and cold glint in his eyes. He wears body armor under his militia uniform. Samson's hammer, you're pathetic. What are you supposed to be, cowboys? This is an army, not a costume party, and I suppose you're here to join up with the church militant. Damnation. The things God sends to test me, I swear. Now, speak up. Why are you pencil necks cluttering up my office? What do you know about the church militant? The church militant is the bravest, most well-trained, best-equipped military force in the Wastelands. Add to that our God-inspired strength and ferocity, and we are unbeatable. And all-conquering army that will scourge the earth of sinners. I suppose that's supposed to be scour the earth of sinners. And establish the glorious empire of God for eternity. At least we will if Mayweather and the Church Ecstatic ever pull their thumbs out of their asses and give us the go-ahead. What do you know about Malediction Mayweather? I know he's the leader of the church. I just wish he'd lead. He keeps saying he's wanting or waiting for intelligence from McDade before we move on Hollywood, but I don't see the need. We've got more than enough firepower to turn those whores and arse bandits into a red mist. What are we waiting for? Something stinks in the chapel, if you ask me, and I only hope that God chooses to expose what it is before it's too late. What do you know about Hollywood? A cancerous boil on the face of the earth, a coven of sinners and sodomites that needs to be scoured, black with blood and holy fire. I don't know why Mayweather is holding back from attacking it. We could have purged that cancer long ago and been marching on to bigger and better crusades, but that blowhard just won't pull the trigger. What do you know about Ascension McDade? If you ask me, the head of the church vigilant has his eyes shut. The whining skeleton just doesn't have his heart in his work anymore. He hasn't got us an actionable intelligence in weeks. He was supposed to find ways to turn that coven of perverts in Hollywood against each other and weaken the place from within, but all he does is mope around in his question room reading books. And they're not even the Bible. If God doesn't see fit to strike him down for stalling, I'm going to be his instrument and break my foot off in his skinny little ass. What do you know about the church ecstatic? Pfft, you'd look good in a fancy red suit, wouldn't you? Listen, spread the word of God, James King, and the Red Messiah is important work, I don't deny it. But the church has plenty of preachers already. What it needs is more soldiers. We're never going to expand our base of operations if we just hide up here on our mountaintop and yammer like a bunch of women. We got to take the fight to the heathens, and for that we need manpower, and plenty of it. Whatever. If you'd rather talk than fight, go find Evangelist Mayweather. I'm sure he'd love to add more hands to his circle jerk. I don't give a damn. God go with you, Rangers. That's all we've got here. Probably another Book of Samson. Book of Samson Part 4. Whoopie-doo. Give me a skill book. Let's have a quick butchers. Okay. Probably another Book of Samson. Gee, how did I guess? And this will be another Book of Samson. What a freaking surprise! Okay, we're going to way out this way, which I think we're going to have a quick look at.
The eagle's nest.
Yeah, the eagle's nest. That's a lovely little sniper position. Hello. Oh, booby trapped. Lock 2, I see. Nothing old Scotchmo can't handle. Booze! Nice. I wonder if that was somebody's stash. Right, guess we better go out this door. Sister Preacher Constance Yee. Greetings, novices. Welcome to the Bastion of Faith, your new home, and praise God for the triumph. Okay. I'm Sister Preacher Constance Yee, the Bastion's official greeter and guide, and I would be happy to help you get your bearings here amongst God's chosen. Would you like some directions, or would you rather explore on your own? Would like to explore. Excellent! The church is always pleased to welcome novices with a take-charge attitude. One thing, however, before you go. Pretty soon you will want to choose which branch of church you would like to join. May I suggest visiting each of the branches and speaking with their leaders before making your final decision? You may find that your perfect fit was not what you expected. Okay. Okay. Right, let's have a good look around there. Asshole, you're gonna get yours in a bit. Psst, Rangers! Okay. A young woman in church robes stands in front of a shack with a sign on it that reads Samson's Snack Shop. She keeps her eyes firmly on the ground. You're the Rangers, aren't you? The priests have been listening to your broadcasts a lot. They think you're like them, but you're not, are you? You're real good guys. Or are you? Are you here to convert? Are you going to join the militia? No. I knew it. The Rangers ain't stupid enough to fall for some preacher's lies. Not like me. You're here for something else, I can tell. I mean, no, I won't tell. Your secret's safe with me, Rangers, I promise. And any info you need, let me know. You see a lot around here, serving burgers. Just, whatever you're doing, could you help me escape when you leave? I want to go back home so bad. Can't talk here, too many ears. Meet me around behind the shop later. Okay, so it looks like old Maggie wants some assistance.
They sell booze here?
Really?
I didn't think so.
Yeah, we're not going to run off with that, yeah. A young woman in church robes waits for you behind the snack shop. She looks fervently side to side as you approach. Whew, now, where were we? What did you want to know? Where are you from? I'm from Pacoima. But then I thought it was the most godforsaken place on earth. I didn't know God's forsaken until I joined the militia. Tell us about Pacoima. It's in the San Fernando Valley, practically a paradise. Lots of ruined car lots to scavenge from, big houses to squat in, lots of old diners with canned goods we can harvest. God, I don't know why I left. So stupid. I'd give anything for just a little reminder of home. It's not much, but we found this old bus schedule that ran to Pacoima. You want it? Oh, outrageous. I'm sorry, it's just, I miss it so much. Thank you. Please take this censer as a sign of my thanks. I hope I won't need it much any longer anyway. Why do you want to escape? I came here a few months back. I heard a preacher speaking when the militia crusade came through my town. I thought the Gospel of Samson was exactly what the world needed, and I decided to come to Hollywood to join up. It's okay, you can tell us. We're here to help. What happened when you joined up? It wasn't like I expected. The church don't care about bad or good. They just kill whoever's got something they want. And they ain't godly men. Half of them are adulterers and worse. I fought back when they tried it with me, and they called me a sinner, made me wear these rags, sweep the floors, serve burgers. I wanted to run, but nobody runs. The monster's in the hills. They eat anybody who tries to escape. I want so bad to tell you to take me away from here right this minute, but I can't run off and leave the others. Tell you what, Rangers, find a way to get all the penitents out of here and I'll come too, but until then, I'm going to stay. I'd never be able to live with myself. What do you say? Yeah, we'll try. Thank you. You free the others and I'll be right there with them. What do you mean by crusade? The pistol-packing priests make sweeps of local villages to find penitents, which is just their friendly name for slaves. What info do you have on the Bastion? What do you want to know about the Church Militant, the Church Vigilant, the Church Ecstatic, the Paladins, the head honcho Evangelist Mayweather? I got good dope on all of them. Malediction Mayweather. Mayweather's the worst. He's so slick he don't need to butter his bread. And if he believes in God, I'll drink everything in the grease trap. All he believes in is power, and he's holding on to it like a wolverine. Although his appetite might get the best of him, I wish I could give you proof of all the stories I've heard, him and his paladins all whoring and drinking and carrying on, but he keeps a tight lid on that stuff. I ain't seen nothing. You want to bring him down? You could talk to his wife, poor Fealty, another black eye every week. I know I'd rat him out if I was her. What do you know about Fealty Mayweather? A real sweetheart, beautiful as an angel, pure gold inside and out. Mayweather got his paws on her about a year ago. She'd been another man's wife, a paladin by the name of Sims, but he got shot on patrol and Mayweather swooped in like a red-tailed hawk. Fealty's life has been a misery ever since, though she tries to put a good face on it. So sad. What do you know about Sims? I wasn't here yet when this happened, but I heard Sims got promoted from the Church Militant to the Paladins, then got himself shot by raiders on his first patrol. A lot of people thought that was suspicious at the time, especially after how fast Mayweather moved in on Fealty, but, well, he's the evangelist. Who's going to say anything? You want to ask somebody about it? Ask Paladin Captain White. Not that creep will give you a straight answer, but he's the one who carried Sims home after he died. Do you know White? I knew men like him back home, fellas with a little bit of power who want to rub it in everybody's face. I'd like to see him try that stuff without all his guns and armour, and he's heading for a fall, I guarantee it. All that drinking and fornicating, behind closed doors. One day he'll slip up in public and Mayweather will have to put him down to save face. Then we'll see the real sanctity White. His head'll stay fresh on a pipe for weeks with the amount of alcohol he guzzles. Where can we find alcohol? You want some booze? Well, I wouldn't be drinking at a time like this, but if that's what you want, some of the Vigilant boys keep a stash somewhere inside the Bastion. They're not the brightest bulbs, so you won't have trouble finding it. We've already found it. Do you know Fealty? A real sweetheart, beautiful as an angel and pure gold inside and out. Mayweather got his paws on her about a year ago. She'd been another man's wife, a paladin by the name of Sims, but he got shot on patrol and Mayweather swooped in like a red-tailed hawk. Fealty's like, yeah, pretty much already. What can you tell me about the paladins? They're supposed to be Mayweather's elite bodyguard, but as far as I can tell, they're his drinking buddies. Their captain, Sanctity White, is the biggest piece of work of them all. Every other week or so they disappear on leadership retreats. Nobody knows where they go, but I've done their laundry after they come back and I know the stink of beer and perfume when I smell it. They go through every drop of alcohol they confiscate. Tell me about the Church Ecstatic. Mayweather's hucksters for God. They're like the carnival barker outside the circus, talking up the church like it's the greatest thing on earth. Sucked me right in, that's for sure. Then I got inside and found out it was nothing but a bunch of grab asses in cardboard wings and tinfoil halos. Tell me about the Church Vigilant. Mayweather's spies and snitches run by Confessor Ascension McDade give me the creeps, all of them. Hiding in shadows, listening on conversations, taking people away for confession, and you never see those people again. I'm risking a visit with them just talking to you, but I had to do it. This place is killing me. Do you know Ascension McDade? Up till a couple of months ago, I would have said McDade was another true believer like Jones, but then something happened. Don't know what it was, but all of a sudden he started moping around like somebody killed his dog. Not like he was a ray of sunshine before. I'd almost say he wants to leave the church, but that's just a guess. Do you know Retribution Jones? He's a true believer, I'll give him that. He really thinks he's doing the Lord's work, but all he can see is the killing side of it. As far as he's concerned, everybody who isn't already part of the church deserves to die, and he wants to be the man with his fingers on the trigger. He's got no use for Mayweather or McDade. Thinks they're both weak. Tell me about the church militant. Shoot first, make conversations later. That's the militant motto. The James King Bible says we're supposed to save the lost and only kill those who are deliberately wicked. But Retribution Jones and his boys don't care about saving nobody. They kill for the love of killing, and they wish Mayweather would just get out of the way and let him get to it. What else can you tell me about the three churches? They really don't get along. They're always trying to backstab each other. Each leader wants to rule the bastion and none want to follow the other. I think it's just a matter of time before things come to a head. If you find a way to free the penitents, I'll be waiting.
Cool. We gotta break some chains around here.
I'm sure we do, and I'm sure we will.
This place would make a world-class squeezins joint.
Watch yourself, scum. Ooh, logbook
Penitence
update.
hell. These people are slaves. Open these cages.
Oh. Can't keep up with most of this conversation. Wait for me at Laban's Rest. Once the Rangers have freed us, I'll meet you there. Okay. Alright, so nothing got started. That's fortunate. Ooh. Blonde pompadour. I don't think. We could unlock that, but I'm not going to right now, I don't think. Anything else we need to know? No. Okay, no, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Penitent. Ecstatic night. Oh, damn. Statue. +1 skill point. A plaque on the pedestal reads, Ali, the Deadeye Alwiquian, the first rock. Oh, God. I've probably just murdered that pronunciation. I do apologise. Right, let's go and have a chat with the paladins. Emphasis on din. What are you doing in the paladin barracks? Get out. Didn't you hear me? Oh, wait, it's you. Didn't you hear me, dog? You sully holy ground with your filthy hind paws. You look worse than dregs in the penitent tent after a loss is finished with them. These are the paladin barracks, no place for festering scabs. Oh yeah, you're the arsehole that wanted booze. Okay, cancel. Let's see whether or not. 1. Unless you have forbidden substances for us to confiscate, then your trespass brings you within a breach of losing your life. Now hand it over or get out. You have saved your life, aspirants. Very resourceful. Resourceful enough that we will allow you to stay and bask for a moment in our presence. Let's drink to the resourceful aspirants, shall we, boys? Maybe one day they will be resourceful enough to join the paladins. We're interested in joining the paladins. join now? Ha! Don't draw on me boots, aspirant. I said might. You might be worthy one day. Do you even know what it takes to be a paladin? First, you must be the finest soldier in the gods' militia, the best of the church, stronger, quicker, and more deadly than all the others. Next, your loyalty to the Salvation Church and to Evangelist Mayweather must be beyond question. Third, you must be willing to do anything for the Evangelist. Anything. You'd do anything for Mayweather? Ha! What haven't we done? We saved his life, we killed him, we've killed for him, we've solved problems for him and removed obstacles that have slowed his progress. Anything that troubles him, we make it disappear. Anything he wants, we get it for him. We even got him his wife. And we shall continue that conversation when we return. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.